In this episode of Judge Judy, a dispute arises over the purchase of a Rottweiler puppy advertised on Craigslist. The defendant agreed to buy the dog for $450, paid $200 upfront, and signed a written contract promising to pay the remaining $250 by November 5, 2014. The buyer admits the balance was not paid, but argues the deal was unfair. She claims that the seller failed to provide promised AKC registration papers, vaccination records, and other documentation, insisting those missing items justified withholding payment. She also says the agreement felt misleading when she arrived at the seller's home. However, Judge Judy shuts down the argument, stressing that the only enforceable agreement is the written contract both parties signed. She explains that any alleged verbal promises about paperwork or extras are irrelevant because they were not included in the contract. According to the judge, if the buyer wanted conditions tied to payment, they should have been written into the agreement. Judge Judy further points out that the buyer willingly accepted the dog and agreed to the payment schedule. Emotional arguments about missing documents or expectations do not override the signed terms. In the end, the court rules in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay the remaining $250 balance, and the judgment is entered against her for breach of contract.